Hello, fellow vapors. Vaping newbie here, and no, I'm not going to be looking at any products. I'm not looking at any juice, and it's not a rant. It's the end of the year, and I wanted to take the time and just reflect on what this year's done. I started vaping in January 2014, and went out to a local place here in Montreal and bought one of these kits. Here, it's got little variable voltage on the bottom, and bought that, and that night I quit smoking. That was January 24th, and haven't looked back. It'll be 12 months. It'll be a year next month, and I feel really great about it. I mean, I think that I've accomplished something extremely big. Through this journey, I started doing a video as a joke, really, because I was watching Indoor Smoker and Phil and whatnot. And as a joke, I thought, I'm just going to do this video, and did it, and then got some likes on it, and thought, well, what the hell? And people contacted me via email and whatnot, and said, can you just keep going? So that's what I did. I just kept going. And the initial thing was to help newer vapors like myself as we progress in our journey, to see, well, what's out there, what's new for us, what am I afraid of? And one of the things was mechanical mods. My first step was to go from the spinner to the MVP to a bunch of Inokin products. I got the the SVD and the VTR from Inokin, and I had some great guidance along the way. I had Shai from DashVapes.com and Wes from thevapeshore.com, and they really helped. They sort of gave me a good direction, and I thought, well, why can't we make that any bigger scenario? So started doing these videos, and then shortly thereafter, went on Facebook and thought, well, what the hell? I'm going to start a Facebook page and just invite a few of my friends over. Did that in June, and now we're close to 2,000 members and a fantastic group for support, for education, and it ain't me. I try to help out where I can, but there is a lot of experienced vapors in there that are willing to help, and they guide me as much. I might bring you a product that I'm trying, and again, I'm trying it as a newer vapor, trying to look at it and saying, you know what, you don't have to do triple dual coil builds on this and that. You can get a lot of what you're looking for with something more simplistic, and you don't have to get complicated. I mentioned in one of my first videos that I'll never get into rebuilding. Guess what? I lied. It became a hobby. It became more than a means to an end. It became something that I just enjoy doing. It's not a chore for me to change my cotton, to recoil a K-Fun or a Typhoon or my Orchid. It's just a lot of fun. And then to actually see the development of what's transpired over the last 11 months in vaping, when Aspire came out with the Atlantis, and it allowed somebody like myself that didn't want to build these low ohm coils to try to get clouds, to be able to easily just screw in a coil and get the same result. And that in itself is quite a big step. Now Kangar's doing it. I did get into dripping with the Magmas, but the Magma is more of a flavor vape than it is a cloud vape. So that's why I was saying, I always say I'm not here to blow clouds. I do it for flavor. Getting into mechanical mods, both clones and, very proud to say, my authentics. I got my Black Akuma and my stainless steel Nemesis. But again, I'm always concerned about battery safety. And when I read people on Facebook saying they're getting their first mech, the first thing that I want to do is jump on and say, listen, before you do that, make sure you understand battery safety. So that's why I'm in vaping. What has transpired over the last 11 months? Well, I watch and read what people that have been vaping for years are saying, and you know what? They came out with the iStick, and those people are saying, I can't believe it. We had these crappy little, not even variable voltage pens when we started, and now newer vapors can start with the iStick, and so that's sort of a thumbs up, because I look back and say, well, I started with this, which was fine. It did what it was supposed to do, but I would have liked to have had that option back then. So I can only imagine how they feel. But there has been a battle, and up here in Canada, it's almost like we have some people that are fighting for us on a daily basis. Provinces up here in Canada keep coming after vaping, and you know what? it gets really scary because I want to be able to buy juice. I want to be able to buy the machines, the tanks. I don't need to have all these building blocks put up because it did what it was supposed to do. It stopped me from smoking, as well as hundreds of thousands of others up here in Canada. I know they're doing it through in the States as well. So I want to throw out a thank you to the THRA up here in Canada, Tobacco Harm Reduction Association up here in Canada. Thank you for all the battles that you fight for us, and know that we all support you as much as we can possibly do that. And Demetrius, who I've never met down in the States, is continuing these battles on a regular basis. So Demetrius, a very big thank you and a thumbs up to you. And we all have to get behind them to prove that what we're doing is not bad and it should not be illegal to do it. Uh, I have my own views, and I'm not going to get into that because I don't want a bunch of hate mail. Uh, but I do agree with some of the things, like over 18 or 19, child-proof caps. I agree with all of that. But some of the other things I might not agree with. What with the organizations that are fighting for. So I'll just stay out of it rather than cast a negative slant on that. So all I have to say, that's vaping in 2014 for me. Um, I hope my next video will be, I want to look at the sub tank, so hopefully that'll be coming your way. Got my ZNA, which is my go-to daily device, with of course a K-Fun clone on it. Got some root beer float from my good friend Murray. I wish I can list the names of all the people that helped me along the way. Certainly Bruce, Rana, Sadie. I mentioned Shy and Wes. Great friends like Phil, Peter, and Jennifer. Just amazing group of people on the Vaping Newbie Facebook page. So from me to you, I wish you all a very happy New Year. The best for 2015. You know I like spending time with you. Stay healthy and happy vaping. Take care now.